In this video, we are going to learn how to customize action templates. Juncture enables you to make custom templates for actions that fit the type of business done in your practice. Customizing action templates saves time by pre-filling data fields that are the same every time a new task or action is created, such as assigned to, action type, and action description fields. Action templates can be accessed through the drop-down menu on the toolbar of the Contact tab. We are currently on the contact side of the database. We are in George and Sally Andrews record. When I select the Add Action button, you will see all the action templates that currently reside in my database. Now, you may have some existing action templates in your system, such as phone, note, meeting, letter, fax, or email. These are basic action templates that come with your system. Let's open up the phone action template and look at the details of that. Double-click on it. In the action detail window, the areas that are going to already populate automatically would include the profile information such as the name, phone numbers, addresses, social security numbers, and advisor information. The other two fields that will automatically populate would be the date that this action was initiated and the employee that also initiated this action. The other two fields that I set up to pre-fill in advance in my action template included the type, which in this case had a type of phone, as well as the date and time stamp. So this is my phone action template. Let's go out and look at another customized action template. In my category of marketing, I created an action template for any time I make my follow-up calls after seminars that we give. Select that template and let's take a look at the details. So again, the information that automatically pre-fills includes the profile information from the Profile tab, the date that this particular action was initiated, and the employee that initiated the action. Now in my action template for seminar follow-up call, I added some additional fields that will pre-fill in advance anytime I initiate this template. I put in a type of phone, a process of seminar. Again, just as a reminder, these are all customizable drop-down lists that can be customized in list data maintenance. And then I also put in some notes in the note field. So I wrote, make a follow-up call to seminar attendee. And then in the action description, I recorded the three things that I need to remember to do anytime I do these follow-up phone calls. The first is ask how they liked a session, ask if they want to come in for an appointment, and identify any issue they have. So I've pre-filled this in advance. You can see how this can save me some time and also some consistency in the seminar follow-up calls. I can also pre-fill action keywords. Again, these are more drop-down lists that are completely customizable in list data maintenance. I can also pre-fill who I want this action assigned to. In this particular case, I assigned it to myself. And then you can put in a due date. So how many days after I initiate the action do I want this action template to show as due? I can also pre-fill the priority of medium. So again, this is an existing action template and a sample of an idea of a template that you can create in the system. Now let's go out and actually learn how we set up an action template. I'm going to close out of here. Let's go out to the main menu of the program. I like to use the house button to take me there quickly. And then we're going to go to System Setup, List Data Maintenance. This is an area of the program where you can customize all of the drop-down menus throughout the program. We're going to focus on action template categories and action templates. To add a new category, simply double-click on the action template category. And at the bottom of the list, these are the existing categories I have for my action templates. You just simply type in the new category name. Let's say I'm going to put an example of video test. Once I've added that to the list, it will now be available as a category which I can assign an action template to. Next, let's go in and create a new action template. Perhaps I like to do a template for all of my trade tasks. To create a new template, just simply open up the action template area and then select Add Action Template. Juncture window will ask you a name for your action template. Let's go in ahead and put in a name of trade task. Then select OK. The white fields are where you can add some information, pre-fill the fields so the next time you initiate this action template, they will automatically populate with the information that you've inputted. So in this example for trade task, we're going to put in a type of service. And then we're going to put in a process of trading. If I would like the date and timestamp to appear in the notes box, I can select the append timestamp box. And then the action template category can be assigned in this area. So let's put in a category of video test for the purpose of the video. In the notes area, I'm going to enter some basic information. Client gave approval for recommended trades. And then in the action description box, I'm going to record what needs to get done. Make trades as recommended. I also have the ability to pre-assign some keywords. In this particular example, let's say I have a keyword of trading. Then I'll need to assign this action to someone. So I'll select action required. And you have the ability to select any user that's in the system. But what happens if you don't know who this action is going to be assigned to when you initiate it? A couple different options here. You can assign it, one, to the employee creating the action. And in this way, whoever initiates the action, their name will automatically populate in this field. You can also assign it to the advisor on record for the contact, the advisor 1, advisor 2, or the client service rep. In this particular case, we're going to select it for employee creating action. And then we can record how many days we have to complete this action. Let's say from when I initiate the action, I have 1 day to do this because this is a trade. And we're going to put a priority of high. I also have the ability, if I choose, to FYI someone and pre-fill this in advance. All of the users that exist in the system will be available to select from here in the drop-down list. So this is how you actually create a new action template. Once we've created the action template, we're going to close out of here and they'll be available for us to use. Let's go back over to the contact side of the database and take a look at how the new action template we just created will appear. We'll go back out to George Andrews, and in the Add Action button, we have a category of video test, and then here's our new action template of trade task. Select that, and you will see that the profile information has automatically populated, the date, and the employee that initiated, as well as all of the fields that I pre-filled in advance on my template. And this concludes our video on action templates.